Hi, welcome back to Flux Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are going to be getting into a quick 15-minute yoga stretch for flexibility class. You aren't going to need any props here. All you need is your mat and your body and 15 minutes. So let's get into it. We'll meet on our mat in a comfortable seat. I want to take a few minutes just to settle in and get into the body and get into the breath. So when you feel like you're ready, take a moment and close down your eyes. We'll start with a big breath in from the nose. Nice big exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Another big breath in from the nose. And a big exhale to let it out. And again, inhale fully. And exhale fully. Seal off the lips and start to breathe in and out from the nose. Allow the face to become soft. Allow the shoulders to become soft. And allow yourself just to get into the present moment, into your body. And give yourself permission to set aside whatever has happened up until this moment in your day. Take a second, allow yourself to notice your breath. Try to fill up with the next inhale a little bit more. And try to settle down with the exhale a little bit more. With your next inhale, just start to take some circles with your neck, moving your head around in one direction. And then slowly move your head around in the opposite direction. Really nice. Slowly bring your chin down to your chest and bring your head back into a neutral position. We'll come into a kind of crisscross applesauce, bringing the right shin in front of the left. Take a big breath in, stretch your arms all the way up overhead. And as you exhale, fold yourself forward over your legs. Reach your hands all the way out in front of you. Just relax here. Feeling a gentle, very, very gentle stretch in the lower back and in the right glute. And we'll breathe here for just 2. With every exhale, maybe you can inch your fingertips a little further away from your body. Let's take another deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. With your inhale, find a little bit of length through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, walk your hands over towards the left, allowing your chest to rest over the left thigh. Take a deep breath and find some length here. And as you exhale, melt your chest over the left thigh. And breathe here for just 3. Another 2. Allow that right sit bone to really sink down towards the ground. And let's take another big breath in. Good. Slowly with your next inhale, walk your hands back through center and then all the way back in to the body. And then just change the crossing of the legs. So the left shin will come in front of the right. Inhale, stretch the arms up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, fold yourself forward and over the legs. Taking a deep breath in right here. And exhale. See if you can maybe inch your fingertips a little bit further away from the body. Another 2 full breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. And one more big breath in. And exhale out. With your next inhale, find a gentle kind of half lift. And as you exhale, walk your hands all the way over to the right, allowing your chest to come over the right thigh. So you'll take a big breath in right here. And as you exhale, fold yourself over the right thigh. This time getting into that left glute and the left side. This might feel really intense or not so intense, but wherever it is that you're feeling this, just give yourself a moment to breathe. And if at any point it feels too intense for you, just back up a little bit on that stretch. Let's take a deep breath in and an exhale out. Another deep breath in and an exhale out. With your next inhale, walk your hands back through center and then all the way in to the body. We'll spin ourselves over, I will spin myself over towards the front of the mat. And we'll go ahead and extend the legs forward. Let's flex our feet and reach your fingertips towards the kind of sides of your shins. Take a deep breath and think of a long, long spine kind of arching into the spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, round into the spine. Just 2 more times like that. Inhale, arch into the spine as much as you possibly can. Exhale, round into the spine. And inhale, arch into the spine, lift the chest. Exhale, round into the spine. With your next inhale, find a long spine, bend both knees, bringing the sole of the left foot onto the ground, the right tippy toes to the ground. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh and take a deep breath in. Exhale, extend the right leg as much as you can to the ceiling. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale, extend into the right leg. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale, extend into the right leg. 2 more times. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Keep the leg extended, keep the toes pointed, and walk your hands up the leg, as high up the leg as is available to you, and just gently pull the leg in towards your body and breathe here. Keep the toes pointed for another 3. Another 2. And take another big breath in. Good. Now flex into the foot. If you need to, you can pull the leg a little bit further away. Flexing the foot will get deeper into the hamstring. So notice what feels good here and notice that you're not rounding into the spine. Make sure that you are keeping the spine long here. So you'll take 3 full breaths with the flexed foot as you breathe for 3. Another 2. And let's take 1 more big breath in. As you exhale, gently release the leg straight down onto the ground and bring the sole of the left foot down into the inside of the right thigh, opening the left knee out to the left. With your inhale, stretch your arms up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, fold yourself over the right leg and breathe here. So we've already stretched quite a bit into the back of the right leg. And so here, adding the forward fold will kind of reinforce the flexibility that we have started working on. Try to keep the foot flexed and try to keep your spine as long as possible. So think of those cat-cows, those kind of seated cat-cows that we did before, the arching and rounding of the spine, and try to recreate the sensation of arching your spine in this forward fold as you breathe here for just another 2. And let's take 1 more big breath in. Good. With your next inhale, come back up into a seat. Bend into the left knee, or rather pull the left knee back into your chest and then bend into the right knee. Sole of the right foot onto the ground, point the left toes, interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Lift your chest up nice and tall, take a big breath in, exhale, point those toes up to the ceiling as you extend the left leg up. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Exhale, extend the left leg. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Exhale, extend into the left leg. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. And one last time, inhale, bend. And exhale, extend. Good. Keep the toes pointed, walk your hands up as high as you can on the back of that leg. Lift up your chest and pull the leg as close as you can to your body as you breathe here. Keep those toes pointed. Keep the leg as extended as possible. And with every exhale, see if you can draw the leg in a little bit closer to your body. Really good job. Take one more breath in. Now flex into the foot. Again, if you need to pull the leg a little further away from the body, do so. Otherwise, see where it is that you can meet yourself here with a very long spine, with an active leg, and breathe for 3. Another 2. Long spine, crown of the head reaches upward. Let's take one more big breath in. Now gently start to release that left leg all the way down, setting the left leg straight on the ground. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Right knee is down onto the ground. Inhale, stretch the arms up. And exhale, fold yourself forward. And breathe here. Again, try to maintain that left leg as straight as you can maintain it, and try to maintain your spine and that sort of arched sensation and the same sensation that you created with those seated cat-cows. And just breathe here. Encourage your chest a little bit further forward. Encourage the activity in the left thigh. And we'll be here for another 2. Steady with your breath. Inhale fully. And exhale fully. And again, inhale fully. And exhale fully. With your next inhale, come all the way back up into a seat. And we will swing our legs over to one side to come into a tabletop position. Let's take a deep breath in right here. Drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, puppy dog pose, walk your hands forward, melt your chest and your chin down towards the ground. Allow either your chest or your chin to actually rest on the mat here, and feel the deep, deep opening in the shoulders in this puppy pose. This is one of those postures that really gets into the shoulders. And it feels really, really good to kind of melt into it. Deep breaths into the belly. Allow your hips to stay right above your knees. So try not to lean too far forward here. And breathe for just another 3. Really good. Breathe here for another 2. And let's take another deep breath in. Good. Now, slightly round as you rest your forehead onto the ground. Walk your elbows in a little bit and then bend into the elbows as you bring the palms of your hands together, kind of like in a prayer pose, and then send the thumbs all the way to the nape of your neck. Now, at this point, if you do feel like you have that extra range, you can walk your elbows 1 step forward and readjust. And this will get even higher into the backs of the arms, the triceps,
and into the shoulders. So let's breathe here for 3. Really good. Breathe here for 2. Let's take one more big breath in. Big breath out. And gently begin to release the arms. Shift forward onto your forearms to walk the palms of your hands onto the ground. Let's tuck all 10 toes under and take a downward facing dog here. Inhale in this tabletop. Exhale, send your sits bones up to the ceiling for that downward facing dog. Press down with your hands, tuck your chin into your chest, and just pedal out the legs here for a little bit. Really nice. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath in right here. Stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend into the right knee and just take circles with that right knee. Move it around in one direction for 3, 2, 1. And move your knee around in the opposite direction for 1, 2, 3. Pigeon pose. Bring the right shin towards the front of the mat. Right knee behind the right wrist. Right ankle right in front of the left wrist. It doesn't have to be in a 90-degree angle. Mine isn't in a 90-degree angle. Just try to walk the back knee as far back as you possibly can. And then with your inhale, lift your chest up really nice and tall here. We'll take 3 full breaths before we fold forward. So let's take a big breath in from the nose. If you need to release from the mouth, you can. Release your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And again, one more breath in. And exhale, fold yourself forward. Stack one arm above the other and then rest your forehead. And we'll breathe here for another 3 whole breaths. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and breath out. And once again, a big breath in and a breath out. With your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up, or lift your chest rather. Press your palms down to the ground, lift the back knee, and step the right foot back for your downward facing dog again. Let's take a deep breath in here. Exhale, push into your hands. Really allow yourself to send your sits bones to the ceiling. With your next inhale, left leg rises, reach it up to the ceiling. Exhale, put a bend into the knee and start to take circles with that left knee. Move it around in one direction for 3, 2, 1. And in the opposite direction for 1, 2, 3. Pigeon pose, look forward, set that left shin at the front of the mat. Walk the right knee a little bit further back as you untuck those toes. Breathe here, fingertips onto the ground, lift your chest, stay lifted for 3 full breaths. Inhale. Another 2, breath in. And let's take another deep inhale. Good. Slowly lower yourself down into that forward fold. Rest one arm over the other and your forehead onto the top arm, and we'll stay down here for 3 whole breaths as well. Inhale fully. Another 2, breathe in. And again, let's inhale fully and exhale. Slowly walk your hands back onto the mat, lift your chest, tuck those back toes under, lift the back knee and step back into your downward facing dog. We'll take a deep breath in right here. And as you exhale, lower both of your knees down to the ground. Good. We will finish off here with a frog pose. So I want you to walk your knees out as wide as you can and come onto the inner edges of the feet. If it feels good for you to stay on your hands, you absolutely can. Otherwise, see if you can maybe lower onto your forearms. It might even feel good to kind of like tilt your sits bones up towards the ceiling. For me, I really like to play around with tilting my sits bones up and then tilting my sits bones down as much as possible. It really gets in to the joint there and into those adductors, into the muscles that work on bringing your legs together. And it's a pretty intense stretch. So we're only going to be here for another 2 whole breaths. Inhale fully. And 1 more breath in. Really nice. To get out of this, it can feel a little awkward sometimes. So I want you to lean forward, bring your feet together, and then send your hips back and press up. Unravel by bringing the knees together, untucking the toes, and sitting onto your heels. Let's take a moment as you find a comfortable seat again to close down the eyes. Deep breath in from the nose. Big exhale out from the mouth. Another big breath in from the nose. And a big exhale out. Collect the palms of your hands together at your heart, blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me this really quick and gentle stretch for flexibility. I hope you enjoyed this class, and don't forget to share it with a friend, with a family member, or whoever you think that it could help. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.